There are so many animals and human beings also. We live together in this world. You could see the picture. There are plants, there are animals. Some are herbivores, they eat the plant. Some are carnivores, they eat the flesh of other animals. Some are omnivores, they eat the plant food as well as the animal source. Both they share it and eat. These people are called omnivores. We are also omnivores. Okay. There are different type of eating food. Some are swallowing, nibbling, sucking, scraping, chewing, and symphoning and sponging. Here the first one, chewing. Here I want to tell you, you must have seen a cow. It will graze fast, very fast, and sit under a tree, and they will be going on, must be seen, the mouth will be going on shaking. What are they doing? They are doing, bringing back, as they were grazing, they just swallow the food. It has got 4 chambers in the stomach. Just swallow and fill 2 chambers. Then they bring back the swallowed food and they munch nicely and send it back again to the stomach. This is called chewing the cud. The lion and tiger, all these animals, they have a sharp front teeth to tear the flesh of other animals. Next, swallowing. Swallowing means they just swallow the whole animal. The body parts will, inside it will digest that whole thing. This will help them to swallow, grab. For example, if you see the snakes, even they will swallow the deer. Lizards, you must have seen, just like that, it will catch the cockroach. It has got a very sticky tongue. The insect will stick onto the tongue and it just swallow. You must have seen crows just swallowing the small insects, and the hens. All that, they just swallow the food that will be digested in their stomach. Next, sucking. Sucking is a type where they will suck the nectar from the flowers or suck the blood from the any animal. For example, mosquitoes, dangerous one. They will suck the blood of human beings and transport disease to us. Butterflies take the nectar, that sweet liquid present in the flower. It will take the sweet liquid and suck it. Nibbling. It's nice to see this rabbit and mouse nibbling their food. The front teeth will be shaking and they will nibble the food. It's nice, even we also sometimes do it. Lapping, this is just putting the tongue out and licking the food. This dog and cat will usually do it. This lapping is take the liquid food with the help of a tongue. Filtering. There are aquatic animals which live in the water. They will filter it. Filter in sense, if they need water food, they need it, they keep it in the mouth and send the water outside. I have spoken about the duck, and there is a hole in the beak. That will help them to filter the whole thing, and it will swallow the insects and what is small fishes in the water. The next one, scraping. Obtained from the down floor. What is the snail. It will scrap and eat the food. The last, there are 2 things I want to tell you. Siphoning, it suck the food. Then sponging, secrete a saliva and put it in around the food and make it like a liquid and it will eat. This is the different various modes of feeding. Now, the various modes of feeding is very important. The mouth part also, it is modified, or the mode of nutrition depend on the mouth parts, or the mouth parts are very helping them for taking the food. Then what are the mouth parts? I'll be just telling you the next video for the next class. Good morning, 7th standard. This is biology, continuation of nutrition in animals. Today we are going to talk about amoeba, single-celled, microscopic, pond living organism. It has got only single cell. How does do all the work? I will explain now. It has got a cell membrane. Then you have a nucleus, it's an important part. Then it is surrounded by cytoplasm. Then you have lot of vacuoles inside. Then you have finger-like projections that will help them to smell the food as well as to move and capture the food. It is also called false feet or pseudopodia. Once it smells the food, the pseudopodia changes its shape and engulfing means it's taking away the food and send it to the nucleus. The nucleus will secrete the digestive juices. Then it will be digested. The wanted material will be taken to the body. Unwanted material will be sent out. This taken material used for multiplication of cells and growth of the body. This is the way the digestion is done in amoeba. Thank you. Fish is a sea animal. It has a very specialized digestive system. It is a simple as well as a very technically advanced digestive system. Here, just see a video. The shape of the starfish, it looks like a star. And in the center, you have the anus. Actually, it takes the food of animal shell covered by a shell, hard shells of calcium carbonate. After opening the shell, the starfish pops out. It is covered with the hard shell. After opening the shell, it will send the stomach out and digest the food. There itself, it secretes some enzymes and take back the stomach inside with that food material, and it will digest later perfectly and send it out. Now look at the picture there. The center part is the anus. If you take the one part, you can have a mouth-like thing. There, a small opening there, that is called cardiac stomach. It is called a cardiac stomach. And the top part is the anus, and the top, it is the upper part. Now what you are seeing is the upper part. All the leg-like thing is inside. Then you have another stomach, it's called pyloric stomach. The pyloric stomach is another extension of cardiac stomach. And then you have a small intestine and the anus. What happens when they see the food? The cardiac stomach comes out. The cardiac stomach will come out from the shell, from the body. It comes out through an opening, through the mouth. It comes out and surround the food particles and secrete some enzyme. Can you see the stomach comes out and starts secreting some enzymes? The cardiac stomach is out now. Okay, it secretes some enzymes and grab the food, and the stomach will go back to the place again. The stomach will go back to the place and it goes to the pyloric stomach. Then it goes to the intestine. The waste product goes through the anus. With that, it is a simple process, but it's very technically process in starfish. Dear children, in the next is a digestion in ruminants. Ruminants means cud chewing animals. I'll be explaining all about it now. The herbivores, the grass eating animals like cow, buffalo, sheep, camel, all these animals, they eat the grass. The grass has got a cellulose. It is a very tough carbohydrate present in the cell wall of the grass. We can also eat the grass and live, but it's very difficult to digest. But in ruminants, they have a very special digestive system that I'll explain. They have 4 chambers. They also need, like us, like protein, starch, vitamins, and minerals. They have four chambers. One is called lumen, next is reticulum, third is omesum, the fourth is abasum. The first one, it is a largest storage bag. There only the cow eat the grass and send it to the bag. Then it goes to the reticulum, where it has got lot of bacteria, protozoa and fungi that help them to digest. The next reticulum part, it is the ideal place for growth of all these bacteria. Without this bacteria, the herbivores cannot change the cellulose, the tough carbohydrate, into a simple protein and fat starch. Now there, this place, this is called the cud. 1/3 of this place where they sit all the time and bring back the swallowed grass and chew the grass. Almost out of 24 hours, they will be chewing the food for more than 8 hours. They bring back slowly to the mouth and chew it nicely and send it to the omesum. This is a place where it has become a pulp, that is like a semi-solid material. It is the main work is to strain the semi-solid material into liquid and the solid. Then the liquid and the solid, they separately go to abasum. It's like our stomach, where there secretes a strong acids to kill all the bacteria. Once it goes to the intestine, bacteria is not needed, because it may the bacteria may cause some problem. That is why strong acids are produced in abasum, the bag where there is it's like a stomach bag, and then kill the bacteria and send it to the intestinal part, where the absorption is done and it goes to the bloodstream. Now you have understood, it goes in order like this. It takes the food first and send it to the first bag and keep it there for some time and bring it back and chew it nicely, send it to the next bag, that is a reticulum, then to the omesum, then to the abasum, then the waste is send it outside. This is the way the ruminants takes the food. This process is called rumination. Dear children, now we learn about digestive system with the video format. Here we are going to send a person to a giant person mouth. He is ready to enter inside his mouth. There you have three parts. One is the mouth, tongue, and the salivary glands. These three are together. It's called as a buccal cavity. This buccal cavity is just observing the buccal cavity. The giant is taking the food and breaking down the complex food into a simple food with the help of the saliva. This process is called digestion. Now, the alimentary canal is the tube from mouth to anus. Now, you have a pharynx, esophagus after that. Then, there are main parts you have. The first part is a buccal cavity, then the food pipe or esophagus, stomach, U-shaped bag, small intestine, it is a longest tube, and the large intestine, the biggest tube, and you have the last part is the two digestive glands, the liver and the pancreas. Now here the food is taken, saliva secretes digestive juice, and it is mixed well and is sending into the esophagus, that is a food pipe, into a smooth paste. Now entering to the U tube, that is the stomach. The stomach bag, that is the wall, secretes mucus, digestive juices, and hydrochloric acid. The hydrochloric acid kills the bacteria in the food and makes the liquid into acidic. That is why sometimes when we overeat, we get a burning sensation in the chest. Then it travels along with the bile juice and the pancreatic juice. Both helps in digestion. It travels to the small intestine. It is an important part of it. There, as it enters, it contains all the simplified food, all simplified glucose, protein, vitamins, and minerals. As it enters, you can see the walls. There is a small projections that is called the villi. This villi contains the small blood vessels that will take the what is needed, that will observe what is needed for the body, like glucose, protein, vitamins, and minerals, and send it to the main bloodstream. The rest of the waste solid plus water send it to the large intestine. The water is absorbed and it will be sent it to the cleaning part of it, that is the kidney, and it will go to the urinary bag. The solid waste will go to the rectum and it will go out through the anus. This is the travel of food from the mouth to the anus. This system is called as a digestive system. Thank you, children.